We see them on every street corner, in every viral TikTok, and in the arms of our favorite celebrities. They have the big, expressive eyes, the tiny button noses, and those squishy, wrinkled faces that we just want to squeeze. We call them cute, adorable, and babies. But behind the aesthetic that has taken the world by storm lies a dark, uncomfortable, and often heartbreaking reality. What if I told you that the very features we find most attractive in our pets are actually a biological prison? What if I told you that by choosing these cute breeds, we are accidentally funding a lifetime of suffering? Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the multi-billion-dollar industry of cute breeding. From dogs that can't breathe, cats that live in constant pain. This is the dark truth about animals we've redesigned for our own pleasure. And it's time. It is finally time. We talk about why you should stop buying them. We are hardwired to love anything with a large head and big eyes. It's called the baby schema. It triggers a nurturing response in our brains. Breeders know this, and for decades they have been pushing the limits of biology to make our pets look more like a human infants. But while we get a shot of dopamine, they get a lifetime of genetic defects. We aren't breeding them for health anymore. We are breeding them for Instagram likes. Let's start with the most famous victims, the pugs, the French bulldogs and English bulldogs. Their popularity has skyrocketed by over 400% in the last decade, but as their faces got flatter, their lives got shorter and more painful. Imagine for a second that you had to live your entire life breathing through a tiny brushed straw. That is the daily life for a Frenchie. Their nostrils are often so thin they are barely slits. Their soft palate, the tissue at the back of their throat, is too long for their shortened school, meaning it constantly blocks their airway. That funny snoring sound you hear, that is not a cute quirk. That is the sound of an animal struggling for air. In the veterinary world, it's known as BAS. These dogs are at constant risk of heat stroke because they cannot simply breathe well enough to cool down. In many cases, they require expensive, bloody surgery just to take a normal breath. We have bred them to be so cute that they are literally suffocating on land. And yet, we keep buying them. We keep calling their gasping for air adorable. When will it be enough? But that isn't just a dog problem. The cat world has its own designer tragedies. Take the Scottish Fold, for example. Famous for those tiny folded ears that give them a constant look of surprise. Celebrities love them. Instagram loves them. But those ears aren't just a cosmetic feature. The fold is caused by a genetic condition called osteochondrodysplasia. It's a defect in development of the cartilage. And here's the catch. The gene doesn't just affect the ears, it affects the cartilage in the entire body. Every Scottish Fold with folded ears has some degree of degenerative joint diseases. As they age, their joints stiffen, their bones fuse, and every step they take becomes an exercise in pain. And then there are munchkin cats, the sausage cats. We bred them with abnormally short legs because it looks unique. But cats are natural athletes. They are built to jump, climb, and to pop. By shortening their limbs, we have increased their risk of lordosis, painful sinking of the spine. We have traded their natural agility for a look that fits a thumbnail, regardless of the physical cost to the cat. Then we move into the darkest corner of the industry, teacups and designer doodles. This is where marketing meets biology in the worst way possible. To get dogs small enough to fit in purse, breeders often use the runs of the litter, the weakest, the smallest, the sickest animals, and breed them together. These tiny dogs have to suffer from hydrocephalus, which is literally water on the brain. Their bones are fragile as glass, and their hearts often fail before they even reach middle age. And what about the breeders? Behind many of those cute puppy ads are puppy mills, facilities where mother dogs are kept in tiny wire cages for years, never seeing the sun, forced to produce litter after litter until their bodies collapse. When you buy a designer dog from an unverified source, you are directly paying for that cage. You are paying for the mother's misery. The high price tag doesn't mean that the dog is healthy, it just means the profit margin is higher. The demand has to stop. We don't have to stop loving these animals, but we have to stop funding the cycle of deformity. The solution is simple, yet hard. Support breeders who prioritize health over flat faces. Look into Retro Pugs, people who are actively trying to bring the snout back to save the breed. Or better yet, go to a local shelter. There are thousands of healthy, athletic, and loving animals waiting for a home that doesn't come with a built-in medical bill and a lifetime of pain. It's time to stop choosing cute over healthy. It's time to stop valuing our Instagram aesthetic over the well-being of our best friends. Because at the end of the day, dog or a cat shouldn't have to suffer just to make us smile.